scholar, Bible writer. We'll go to Romans chapter 12. It's on page 173 of your New Testament. So far, are you halfway? Do you follow what I'm telling you here? Is it, fairly basic and so that you can get an understanding? And what I'm trying to show you is I'm trying to let you see the authority and the credibility of it in the Bible. Okay, now let's take a look what Paul says. Romans chapter 12. I'm sorry, and I'm really sorry. 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Most of you who are on page 173 are there anyhow, but the others who have the more advanced Bible, you're probably a little off. Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Now listen what this guy says. You see, this is what I get. People say, oh, don't go down there. They get them floating on the ceilings. They're having out-of-body experiences and all this evil cult stuff. You don't want to get involved in that. Stay out of that place. Watch this one. Get this guy. This is the guy that wrote the Bible. Chapter 12, verse 2. I know a man in Christ about 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell or whether out of the body I cannot tell. He didn't know. He really freaked out. This guy really was gone. He must have been listening to Katara. He just took off. This guy had an experience. Now sometimes when you're here sitting at the floor, this is where he went. God, such a one caught up to the third heaven. You see it there? Is it in your Bible? Read it. Was he caught up to the third heaven? He was elevated beyond the domain of the mind into the domain of the third heaven, or air, where there is no human consciousness. And all good things happen there, okay?
True.
And caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words which it is not lawful for a man to utter. In other words, the things that you come and you say, I don't know what happened, but something happened. I know, I can't tell you. I don't know how to explain it. That's what he was saying. I don't know what happened. And then the Christians say, you can't have an out-of-body experience. I don't know what out-of-body experience is. Yeah. Had an out-of-body experience. Isn't that great? Such a one. Caught up to paradise. Huh? Okay. So, see, I don't want to get into this right now, but going into the crucifixion, you got the two thieves on one side and the other, and Jesus says to one, today you will be with me in paradise. It's the same thing. Okay, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay, the serpent then, which is Kundalini. And the serpent portrays this energy. There is no snake in you. You do not have worms or anything like that. That's not what this is talking about. There's no snake inside of you. You don't have to go and take pills to get dewormed. You're okay. It is serpent power. It is a description of an energy which rises in a cyclic type of fashion like a serpent. Okay? And the reason that the serpent is used is because what does the serpent do? It sloughs off its old skin and becomes born again, brand new. That's why they use the serpent. That's the only reason they use the serpent. Because the serpent will crawl right out of its old skin and leave the old stuff behind. Go right on, brand new.
I forgot.
Woo-hoo. You can't do that. You do kind of like that when you come back in a new one because, here you are. Look at that. Isn't this great? Here we are, very intelligent, mature people, prettier, some of us a little fat, some of us a little skinny. We're all intelligent.